everybody, welcome back to the channel, All Things Business. Al Thomas here with a dear friend of mine, Regional Vice President, Mr. Jason Sturtz. We have not seen each other in what, 15 years? 15 years. He said, Al, you haven't changed at all. I said, well, thank you so much for that. But we're talking about the good old days and him hanging out, and I introduced him to Donald Trump. Tell us about that story.
So, back in the beginning when I was a baby, still on the bottle majorly, driving a beat-up pickup truck that he used to always talk about. I call him up and he says, Mr. Sturtz, why don't you come over and meet Mr. Trump, Donald Trump? I'm like, what? Donald Trump, whatever, okay. So I go over and drive over to Trump Towers, where he had bought, what did he buy, 6, 7, 8, I don't know. I don't know, you bought a whole floor over to the Trump Towers. And walk in and see Mr. Trump talking, and Mr. Trump has his entourage around him, his yes men I call him. And I don't know anything, I don't know what's going on, and all these guys are asking questions. I think there might have been, the newspaper was there. You got a picture of the newspaper on Trump? And some news stories and like that, and all these people are asking Mr. Trump, blah blah blah, Mr. Trump, blah blah blah. And you're talking about guys that are just huge, right? Asking questions, and Mr. Trump's like, Al, what do you think? Al, what do you think? And Donald Trump looks at Al and says, you don't mind if I call you Al, do you? And Mr. Trump says, as long as you don't mind if I call you Donald, right? Yeah. And we sat there for a while and got pictures taken or whatever, and he says, Donald Trump asked him, why don't you guys just be and him, right? And Mr. Trump asked you, why don't you guys want to come over here and speak for a couple minutes? He was in town for a real estate convention where there's a whole room of people, I don't know, thousands of people that paid $10,000 plus to be there for the weekend just to listen to Mr. Trump speak. He was only speaking for an hour, maybe at the very end. And we're in the back, we follow over Donald Trump's entourage in his limo and your Bentley. We're driving in your Bentley, right? Because I wasn't taking my truck. We go in the back exit of the Sands Convention Center with Mr. Trump. Sitting there, they're giving us shrimp cocktail and fruit cocktail. And the holdup was Mr. Trump wanted his jacket pressed. And it's just me, you, and him. Big guy, man. He's taller than me. And he says, why don't you guys, these guys got there early in the morning, probably 3 hours early, 4 hours early to be in the front row. Spent thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars to be there. And they put a row in front of the front row, in front of that row. And my journal entries is the journal that Mr. Thomas had given me, the first journal I ever had in my life. And the first entry is by Donald Trump. So, it's a story I've told lots of times.
What is Eddie Munster's middle name?
It's not a story that I think if I could go back on, I would have done a lot differently.
What would you have done differently?
I would have had a clue, I guess.
Yeah, who he was. Hey, ladies, hey, I hope you guys got blessed by this. My dear friend here, going back to 2005 when he first met introduced to Donald Trump. So, hey, subscribe to the channel. We'll talk to everybody soon. And remember, share this with 3 or 4 people. God bless.